Most people think that productivity comes from motivation and hustle, but motivation is a really masculine energy, push, drive, force. What if there is another way? And I'm telling you, I'm completely guilty of this. That's why I want to talk about it today. What if you could get more done by tuning into your soul, doing the deep work, and loving every action as an extension of God's mind and your soul's purpose? Welcome to Infinite You. I'm Dr. Sheri, spiritual psychologist, multidimensional mindset mentor, and soul-led success coach, definitely intuitive empowerment guide as well. I love bringing my intuitive essence into everything, all the creative downloads that I'm getting. Anyhow, enough of that. Welcome. I want to talk today about masculine energy, motivation, and how you can flip a switch, because I think that there are times with how we women want to, it doesn't really matter what we're doing, whether it is sticking to a diet or an exercise routine or getting a task done or whatever the case may be, or losing weight or whatever. We feel like if I just had enough motivation, and I'm going to tell you right now, I remember way back in the day when I was younger, it seemed like if I wanted to drop 20 pounds in a month, it was just like easy peasy. I knew I could sort of kind of starve myself a little tiny bit, work out really hard, because I had a vision of what I wanted to look like in a particular outfit. And I think, as we get older and we start to view ourselves differently and lose that kind of like external motivation, extrinsic motivation, we women need to, bring it inside. We need to have much deeper, more meaningful intrinsic motivation in order to feel like we can actually accomplish whatever task lies ahead for us. I think what I mean by that, it just needs to be softer, not forceful, really aligned, and feeling really good. Before I continue, I do want to ask you, if this video resonates with you, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit like, and definitely comment and hit that notification bell so you will know when I release my next video, usually every Sunday, Tuesday, and Friday. I sort of try to stick to, because I'm talking about mindset and psychology and energy and science and manifesting, right? They're all the same energy. When we are aligned with our soul, when we are aligned with our frequency, we can create an identity from that kind of like pushes all that old programming out, all the doubt, all the fear, all the things that we were told about who we are that we really are not. When we are in alignment and in that place with our soul's frequency, we're creating an identity. We're very clear on our vision, on our goals, what we want to create, what we want to see manifest. And then because we are aligned and in that joyful higher alignment, we naturally attract more of what we are putting out there. It is such a beautiful, big picture of, like I said, psychology, energy, the science behind it, manifesting, science of mind, the quantum field, and definitely feeling aligned with faith. I am all about alignment with God's mind, God for me personally, Christ consciousness for me personally, but all of the gods are out there, and, we can call it the universe and source energy. It's all good, whatever works for you. Now back to our regularly scheduled programming. Hustle culture calls us to push harder in order to feel successful. And my thought is that when you tune into your consciousness, that's really where success comes from. I'm talking about soul-led success. I'm talking about living in a way where you are attracting and creating whatever abundance you want, health, wealth, amazing relationships, whatever you want to see manifest. I'm saying that when you are aligned, that success no longer feels fleeting, right? Where 1 minute, because we all go through this, 1 minute we have money and then we lose it. And this happens and then right? So you know that this can happen in the way that our human experiences work. I do have an addendum for that. We never really know the challenges that God gives us in order for us to grow and become and like lean into faith even further. But outside of that, what I really was getting at with this video is the idea that motivation can feel really, really masculine. But if you want to lean into, rather than feeling motivated and pushing to getting something done, like it's a big pain in the ass, what if you leaned into soul-led creation, the idea of soul-led creation, where you are aligning first, where you are entangled in the energy, the essence of who you are, the gift of your soul, the gift of your life, your purpose, meaning and fulfillment this time around, where you are so aligned, you are in the frequency of your beautiful essence and that joy that you get into flow and then you see results. Because success is not something that you achieve. It is something that you become through alignment. We're not here to, rack things up in a material world. We're here to create in this quantum field, in this sacred geometry, in this three-dimensional reality, but we are energetic beings first. We are not just 3D physical forms in a physical reality, forcing, pushing, striving, which leads to worry, lack, doubt, not enough, definitely anxiety. That is not what this ride is about. This ride, and you can call it a spiritual mindset, a soul-led success mindset, whatever you would like to call it. But at the end of the day, we are here to embody our infinite potential because it is a gift. We are energetic. We don't have to do anything. It's really about aligning with your essence, tuning in, getting clear, finding your purpose, and putting it out there. So, what can you do? Little baby steps from me. Remember to tune into your soul, find the frequency of inner peace, of joy, of wonder, of devotion, whatever it happens to be, of love, right? God frequency is just love frequency. And I think I might need to make another video about this. I've got to remember to do this. I want to really talk about the difference between your vibration, your vibrational set point, and your core frequency and what you are attracting, good or bad or in between, right? Your frequency is attracting things all the time, whatever it happens to be. So I'm thinking about your vibrational set point, like where you kind of live vibrationally, and then what your core frequency is for you as an individual soul, and then how you can even kind of up level it another notch, into this beautiful, expansive God frequency that to me absolutely transcends root, sacral, solar plexus chakra, gets into the heart, into your throat, into your third eye, and into your crown, right? So you can really step into becoming for its own sake, not to, brag to the neighbors that you've got whatever car in your driveway, right? So tune into soul first, do the deep work, give your energy to what matters most without distraction. 2 hours a day, 3 hours a day, maybe 4 hours a day if you feel like you need it. So tune into soul, do that deep work where it feels good, where God is tapping you on the shoulder and saying, do this. When your mind is clear, when you do not have monkey mind, God will tell you exactly, direct you on where to go next. Just show up. Tune into soul, do the deep work, love every action. When you see every task, even the small ones, the things you don't want to do, technology, whatever, detailed this or that, Remember, every task, picture it as God's mind moving through you, and the ordinary will become sacred. This creates momentum without burnout over the long haul, where whatever brick wall you run into, whatever failure you may face, whatever disappointment you may have, at the end of the day, there is a big, beautiful picture around you that you are painting right alongside with God, with source energy. So, how can you optimize your consciousness for success? Feel into it first. Notice what's stuck in your body. Notice whatever thoughts are scattered or keeping you out of alignment. Let them go. Simplify your thoughts. Filter faith versus fear. Filter anxiety versus anticipation. Filter contraction versus expansion. Filter feeling obligated versus creating. And then create space. So feel it first. Simplify your thoughts. Create space. Create stillness. Be quiet. Be still enough to hear your soul's whispers, God's whispers, and receive the direction. I'm telling you, I've been like all in lately, like every moment just saying like, show me, show me, show me. And the craziest stuff keeps happening, like not just coincidences, like I'm finding things that have been lost for months. You know, my phone, my radio will go on and like the exact message that I need to hear appears, the exact person, the exact dream, the exact everything, like everything happens when you get into that space. So this is definitely masculine. I'm sorry. What I'm talking about, this flow, is definitely in tuning in and using your intuition and listening to soul. It is very feminine energy. It feels much better than that beautiful, amazing. I'm definitely never, ever going to knock masculine energy because it's such a beautiful, amazing energy, right? But motivation can feel edgy and pushy and a little too masculine, you know, for women who, you know, really want to lean in a beautiful, soft way. And I know that we all need to get motivated from time to time. Definitely not knocking that, but it will only carry you so far. Alignment will carry you all the way. It is sustainable. It can create a different kind of entanglement and a different kind of embodiment where everything that you are doing feels aligned. When you tune into your soul, when you choose your frequency, when you wrap your thoughts and your identity and beliefs around that, when you love each action as a gift from God, you will get more done. It will feel lighter. It will feel joyful. It will feel freer. It will feel more meaningful. And that is the feminine way to succeed. So I'm going to put some links in the description box below for my free newsletter, my free amazing webinar, Recode Your Reality. And if you would like to connect with me for an amazing quantum alignment session, it lasts like 60 to 75 minutes. And we're going to pull all the pieces together of mindset, of creating, of intuition, energy, all the science behind it, psychology. I think I said manifesting. All of the pieces will come together for you, which timeline you want to be on, where you feel blocked, whatever you need. So I will put the links down below. Comment below. What are you operating from with motivation or, sorry, I'm going to say it again. Are you operating today trying to get yourself motivated in like that weird pushy masculine way, or are you going to align? And so for sure, if this video spoke to you, I would love a subscribe. I would love a like. Definitely hit that notification bell, and I will see you again on Friday. Have a beautiful morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. I will see you next time. Namaste.